Every year, millions of people exchange gifts they'll never use, never understand, and sometimes never emotionally recover from. But some presents go beyond bad. They become legends. So grab some cocoa, question your faith in humanity, and let's unwrap the 101 dumbest Christmas gifts ever given. 1. Nothing says Happy Holidays quite like a digital bathroom scale. It's the perfect way to tell your loved one, I cherish you, but I'd cherish you more if there was quantifiably less of you. Unless they're a professional boxer, this is just a declaration of war wrapped with a festive bow. 2. A used stick of deodorant. No, seriously, someone received their uncle's half-used Old Spice, complete with a few stray hairs for authenticity. Forget regifting, this is a biohazard. It's not the thought that counts, it's the blatant hygiene violation that truly makes a lasting impression. 3. A single solitary sock. Not a pair, just one. Was it a hint to find its lost mate like some kind of laundry-based scavenger hunt? Or maybe it was a symbolic threat, a warning to all the other socks in your drawer to stay in line. Either way, it's just deeply, deeply confusing. 4. A pillowcase featuring a close-up of Nicolas Cage's face in full manic expression. Imagine waking up from a peaceful dream, opening your eyes and being stared down by the intense, wild-eyed gaze of a national treasure. It's not just a gift, it's a one-way ticket to nightly terrors. 5. A framed picture of the person who gave you the gift. There's nothing that screams, I'm the main character more than this. It's the ultimate power move in narcissistic gift-giving, a way of saying, your home was nice, but it could really use a constant smiling reminder of me. 6. A DVD rewinder. For the person on your list who is tragically unaware of how basic technology works. This is a magnificent piece of useless plastic, a monument to a profound misunderstanding of digital media. You might as well have gifted them a solar-powered flashlight. 7. An expired coupon book. This gift says, I want you to save money, but only on things you could have bought last year. It's the physical embodiment of a missed opportunity, a collection of what-ifs and too-lates. Thanks for literally nothing, I guess. 8. A pet rock leash. You know, for when your motionless, inanimate rock gets the sudden urge to go for a drag around the neighborhood. It's the perfect solution to a problem that never existed for a pet that was never alive. At least it probably doesn't shed on the couch. 9. A 5-pound bag of uncooked lentils. Unless the person you're giving this to is preparing for a decade-long apocalypse in a bunker, this isn't a gift, it's a pantry burden. It's the kind of present that silently judges you from a shelf for years before you finally give up and throw it out. 10. A Learn to Speak Klingon audio cassette set. The perfect gift for that special someone you want to communicate with less, not more. It's an investment in a skill that is useless in every single galaxy except for one you will absolutely never, ever visit. Qapla' and goodbye. 11. A copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People. This isn't a gift. It's a strongly worded performance review from your own family. It's the most passive-aggressive way possible to say, we've all noticed you have the social skills of a startled raccoon, and we'd like to see some improvement. 12. A canned whole chicken, suspended in a cloudy gelatinous goo. It looks like a science experiment that escaped from a lab and died in a can. You don't eat this. You perform an autopsy on it. It's the kind of meal that makes you question the very concept of food. 13. A set of premium hubcaps for a Ford Pinto. The only problem? The recipient drives a Toyota Camry. It's a gift that requires you to purchase an entirely new, famously terrible car just to make it useful. The level of strategic miscalculation here is almost impressive. 14. A single, undecorated pine cone, still slightly damp. This gift screams, I remembered I needed to get you something about 37 seconds ago, right as I was walking past this tree. It's less of a present and more of a piece of found evidence from the scene of forgotten Christmas spirit. 15. A brand new PlayStation 5, given to a wife who has famously never played a video game in her life. The husband's triumphant, honey, it's for us, fools absolutely no one. This is just a man using the holiday season as a clever loophole to buy himself a very expensive toy. 16. A banana guard. A bright yellow, hard plastic case designed to protect a single banana from bruising. It's a solution for a problem only the most fragile, anxiety-ridden banana eater could possibly have. What's next? A padded helmet for your grapes? It's peak first-world problem-solving. 17. An ant farm. Because what every stressed-out adult wants for Christmas is a transparent box of dirt, a tube of live insects, and the brand-new, unpaid job of being a formicary manager. It's the gift of a strange new responsibility that you never, ever asked for. 18. A subscription to the Bacon of the Month Club for a devout 10-year vegan. This moves beyond thoughtless and deep into the territory of maliciously clueless. It's not just a bad gift. It's a monthly delivery of everything they morally stand against, sent right to their doorstep. 19. A Snuggie for two. It's a fleece blanket with sleeves that surgically attaches you to another human being. It's perfect for couples who find the concepts of personal space and independent movement completely overrated. Good luck trying to reach the remote without starting a fight. 20. A taxidermy squirrel posed heroically playing a tiny saxophone. This isn't just home decor, it's a conversation starter that usually just ends the conversation. It's that special kind of item that stares at you from the mantelpiece, silently judging your life choices forever. 21. A DVD of exercise routines from a 1980s celebrity you've never heard of, complete with neon leotards, synth pop music, and dangerously optimistic aerobics. It's a gift that's not only insulting your current fitness level, but doing it with technology and fashion that should have stayed buried. 22. A plastic gadget that slices a single hot dog into a spiral. Why? That's a question for philosophers. It transforms a perfectly functional, easy-to-eat food into a confusing meat slinky. This is a brilliant piece of engineering dedicated to solving a problem that has never existed. 23. An enormous, glitter-filled unicorn pool float. A fantastic gift, if it wasn't given in December to someone living in Buffalo, New York. It will now sit in their garage for 6 months. A sad, deflated reminder that summer and reason are both very, very far away. 24. A toupee for a man who is proudly and confidently bald. This is a gift that doesn't just miss the mark, it actively disrespects the mark's personal choices. It's the equivalent of giving a fish a bicycle. A very hairy, slightly creepy bicycle. 25. A single, pre-peeled orange in a plastic container. This represents the absolute pinnacle of human laziness. It's a gift that says, I care about you enough to buy you fruit, but I also assume you lack the basic motor skills to remove its natural, biodegradable packaging yourself. 26. A decorative toilet bowl brush set. Nothing says, I was thinking of you this Christmas, quite like a tool specifically designed for scrubbing away human filth. It's the kind of gift that instantly drains every ounce of romance and holiday magic from a room, replacing it with the subtle, lingering question, is this a hint? 27. That animatronic singing fish mounted on a plaque. You know the one. It's the gift that transforms your peaceful home into a house of horrors every time someone walks by and triggers its motion sensor. Hearing a rubber fish belt out, "Take me to the river," for the 800th time is a unique form of psychological torture. 28. A learn to knit. Starter kit, given to a 24-year-old guy whose only known hobbies are fantasy football and craft beer. This gift shows a profound, almost beautiful lack of understanding of who you are as a person. It's a silent plea for you to become a completely different, quieter individual. 29. A sealed jar labeled genuine fresh air from the Rocky Mountains. Yes, someone paid money to put nothing in a jar and call it a present. This is for the person who has everything, including a deep appreciation for the emperor's new clothes. It's literally the thought that counts because the gift itself is a vacuum. 30. A copy of a diet book, given on Christmas morning, just hours before the big holiday feast. It's a beautifully passive-aggressive move, a preemptive strike against joy and gravy. It sits on the table, silently judging every single bite of stuffing you take. A real masterclass in subtle shaming. 31. A life-sized cardboard cutout of a random B-list celebrity from the 1990s. Now you have a new roommate who doesn't pay rent, contributes nothing to conversations, and will give you a heart attack every single time you walk into the living room in the middle of the night. 32. An electric self-twirling spaghetti fork. This is a marvel of engineering for a problem that never needed solving. It's the perfect gift for someone you believe lacks the fundamental wrist strength to eat pasta correctly. It's the ultimate symbol of giving up on basic human functions. 33. A hermit crab. It's not quite a dog or a cat, so it feels low stakes. But it's still a living creature you are now legally and morally responsible for. It's the gift of unexpected pet ownership, complete with the eventual, sad task of figuring out if it's dead or just sleeping for a week. 34. A sweater with a giant 3D wolf head stitched onto the front, complete with synthetic fur and piercing glass eyes. This isn't just an ugly Christmas sweater. It's an aggressive fashion statement that says, "I am the lone alpha of this holiday party, and I will not be approached for a hug." 35. A corporate-branded stress ball from a random dental convention. This gift screams, "I cleaned out my desk drawer 5 minutes before leaving for your house." It's less a thoughtful present, and more the archaeological remains of a forgotten business trip, now repackaged as holiday cheer. 36. A pristine, shrink-wrapped box of 10 blank VHS tapes. In this decade, this gift isn't just outdated, it's a time capsule of uselessness. To even use it, you'd have to first receive the equally dumb gift of a functioning VCR from the year 1998. It's a layered monument to obsolescence. 37. A high-end nose hair trimmer. While potentially useful, this gift bypasses all subtlety and goes straight for the jugular of personal grooming insecurity. It's a beautifully wrapped message that says, "We all see it, we've talked about it, and now we've decided to take action." 38. A giant, industrial-sized jar of pickled pig's feet. This isn't food, it's a dare. It's the kind of item that sits in the back of your pantry for a generation. A gelatinous family heirloom that nobody has the courage to either eat or throw away. It's a culinary threat. 39. A 5,000-piece jigsaw puzzle that is entirely one solid color. This is not a gift of a fun, relaxing activity. This is the gift of a mental breakdown in a box. It's a one-way ticket to a state of pure, unadulterated frustration, questioning every choice that led you to this moment. 40. A gold-plated toilet paper holder. For the person who wants to add a touch of extravagant luxury to their most private and undignified moments. It's a bizarre flex that says, "Even when I'm at my most vulnerable, I demand that my bathroom fixtures reflect a level of wealth I may or may not actually possess." 41. A set of shoe umbrellas. These are tiny, ridiculous umbrellas that clip onto the front of your shoes to protect them from rain. It's the perfect solution if you only care about keeping the very tip of your toes dry while the rest of your body is soaked. This isn't a gift, it's a public cry for help and a guaranteed way to be laughed at by strangers. 42. A world's okayest brother mug. This isn't just an insult. It's an insult wrapped in the thin veil of mediocrity. It's a celebration of being completely and utterly average. It's the kind of gift that says, "I feel obligated to acknowledge you, but let's not get carried away with praise." It's a trophy for participation in the sport of being related. 43. A pet rock funeral kit. For when your motionless, geologically stable companion inevitably passes away. The kit comes complete with a tiny coffin and a eulogy booklet. It allows you to go through the entire grieving process for something that was never alive to begin with. It's morbidly absurd and deeply, deeply pointless. 44. A single shrink-wrapped block of unflavored, firm tofu. This is the culinary equivalent of a beige wall. It's not a meal, it's a project. A project that requires pressing, marinating, and a desperate search for flavor. This gift whispers, "I think you should eat healthier, and also, I want you to work for it." 45. A musical tie that plays a tinny 8-bit version of Jingle Bells at the press of a button. It's the perfect accessory for the man who wants to single-handedly ruin a professional meeting or a solemn family dinner. It combines terrible fashion with auditory assault, making it a dual threat of bad taste. 46. A desktop-sized, wacky-waving, inflatable arm-flailing tube man. While hilarious for about 5 minutes, this gift is a machine designed to generate pure distraction. Powered by a small, whiny fan, it will dance manically on your desk, ensuring you never get another ounce of work done ever again. 47. A bar of soap on a rope. This is a classic for a reason. It's a gift that manages to be both incredibly practical and deeply insulting. It's a not-so-subtle hint that you believe the recipient has questionable hygiene and is also prone to dropping things in the shower. It's efficient in its offense. 48. A book titled 50 Things to Do on the Toilet. This gift proudly acknowledges the least glamorous part of a person's daily routine. It says, "I know exactly what you do in there, and I want you to be less bored while you do it." It's a strange mix of thoughtfulness and a total invasion of privacy. 49. A 1-year subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club. As Clark Griswold taught us, this is not a real gift. It's the disappointing corporate substitute for a cash bonus you actually earned. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Monthly reminders of how little your efforts are truly valued. 50. A single, artisanal, hand-carved ice cube, delivered in a refrigerated box. This is the pinnacle of pointless luxury. It's a gift that you pay a premium for, only to have it melt into oblivion in your drink. It's a beautiful, fleeting metaphor for how quickly your money can be turned into slightly colder water. 51. A chia pet modeled after a character from a canceled TV show. This combines the kitschy fun of a chia pet with the sad, lingering ghost of pop culture irrelevance. Nothing says, "I found this in a dusty corner of a Rite Aid," quite like growing a green afro on a sitcom dad nobody remembers. 52. A candle that smells like a garage. Not sandalwood or ocean breeze, but the potent, aggressive aroma of gasoline, motor oil, and old tires. It's the perfect way to make your living room smell like you're about to perform an illegal engine swap. It's less home fragrance and more industrial hazard. 53. A case of diet water. Yes, this was a real, actual product at one point. It's a gift that fundamentally misunderstands science, nutrition, and logic. It's a bottle of pure, unadulterated marketing genius aimed at the most gullible people on Earth. How do you even make water diet? It's already 0 calories. 54. A 1,000-piece puzzle that has already been completed, glued together, and framed. This completely defeats the entire purpose of the gift. It's like giving someone a crossword puzzle with all the answers already filled in. It's not a fun activity. It's just someone else's finished homework that you now have to hang on your wall. 55. A live possum in a box with a bow on it. This isn't just a dumb gift. It's an act of biological warfare. It's a guarantee of chaos, property damage, and a frantic call to animal control. This is the kind of present you give to someone you secretly despise, turning their Christmas morning into a scene from a low-budget horror movie. You support bias. 56. For the person who believes bacon is a personality trait, there's bacon-flavored dental floss. It's the perfect way to enjoy the smoky taste of cured pork while actively disappointing your dentist. It's a gift that boldly asks, why should oral hygiene have to taste good or be effective? 57. There's a special kind of holiday cruelty reserved for gifting someone a year-long gym membership. It's not a present, it's a contract of guilt. Every day they don't go, this gift will loom over them, a silent, expensive reminder of their failure to achieve the body you apparently think they should have. 58. Imagine the sheer confusion of unwrapping a brand new bread maker. It's a magnificent, counter-space devouring machine that you will use exactly once to create a single, lopsided loaf. From then on, it serves as a monument to your failed ambition to become a domestic artisan. 59. Perhaps the most elegantly useless gift in existence is a single, non-rechargeable AA battery in a festive box. It's not enough to power anything. It's just a lonely cylinder of potential that will never be realized. This isn't a gift. It's a minimalist, philosophical statement on the futility of it all. 60. Solving a fashion faux pas by making it a permanent, inescapable garment is the genius behind socks with sandals already attached. This is a gift that removes all choice and dignity, forcing the wearer into a state of perpetual style violation. it's not just a bad look. It's a life sentence. 61. What could be more fun than giving someone the momentary, exhilarating high of becoming a millionaire with a scratch-off lottery ticket? The answer is then revealing that it's a fake. It's the gift of pure, unadulterated joy followed by the soul-crushing despair of reality. It's a speedrun of the human emotional spectrum. 62. Gifting someone a homemade coupon book for one free hug or help with chores is a bold strategy. It's not a present, it's a list of future obligations and potential disappointments. You're not giving a gift. You're giving them a binder full of your own IOUs that will probably never be cashed in. 63. The sheer blissful ignorance required to give a pine tree-shaped car air freshener to a lifelong city resident who exclusively uses the subway is breathtaking. It's a gift that says, I have not listened to a single detail about your life for the past decade. It's an aromatic symbol of your inattention. 64. Here's a gift that suggests your family's communication has completely disintegrated. A plastic slider sign that says, the dog has been fed. Instead of using words, you now rely on a cheap, low-tech device to prevent either the starvation or the obesity of your beloved pet. It's a solution for a household on the brink. 65. For the person who wants the look of a full head of hair with the texture and permanence of a coat of matte black spray paint, there's a can of spray-on hair. This isn't a solution to baldness. It's an aerosol can of pure desperation that's one strong gust of wind away from a public tragedy. 66. Somewhere between a cruel prank and a desperate cry for help lies the gift of a bulk box of 1,000 disposable plastic forks. It's a present that implies the recipient has fully given up on the concept of washing dishes and is now living a life of pure, unadulterated convenience and environmental shame. 67. Combining a man's supposed love for golf with his private bathroom time, the potty putter is a gift that encourages the worst kind of multitasking. It's a tiny putting green that fits around your toilet, ensuring that even your most personal moments are now an opportunity to work on your short game. 68. You know that bizarre kitchen gadget from the 3 a.m. infomercial that promises to spiralize, chop, and revolutionize your life with 14 attachments? Someone actually got that for Christmas. And yes, it's made of the cheapest plastic imaginable, and no, none of the blades are actually sharp. 69. When you've completely run out of rational ideas, there's always the gift of a sealed mason jar, allegedly containing genuine air breathed by a celebrity. This is not a collectible. It is a monument to the most pointless aspects of fan culture. You are literally gifting someone a jar of nothing for a ridiculous price. 70. Perhaps the ultimate violation of personal boundaries is the gift of an unsolicited pre-owned mattress. It comes complete with a map of mysterious stains and the faint, haunting outline of a total stranger's body. This is not a gift. This is a biohazard and a piece of evidence from a crime you haven't yet discovered. 71. Ever looked at your salt shaker and thought, this isn't connected to the internet enough? Someone invented a Wi-Fi-enabled smart salt shaker for that. It pairs with an app to track your sodium intake, a gift that combines the joy of seasoning with the anxiety of being constantly monitored by your own kitchen. 72. There is a special place in the culinary hall of shame for bread that comes in a can. It slides out in a perfect, slightly damp cylinder, looking less like baked goods and more like a geological core sample. It's a gift that says, I want you to have toast, but first, I want you to be deeply unsettled. 73. Nothing says, we're all worried about your lonely single life, quite like a prepaid 6-month subscription to a dating service. It's not a gift. It's a homework assignment with a deadline. It forces you to either market yourself to strangers or feel guilty for wasting a very expensive, very judgmental present. 74. A meticulously designed car trunk organizer is a fantastic gift for a tidy person, unless that person lives in New York City and hasn't driven a car since they failed their permit test in 2003. It's a beautiful, thoughtful gesture that is rendered completely useless by the recipient's actual life. 75. Behold, the perfect accessory for performing delicate surgery in a power outage: LED-tipped fingerless gloves. This gift tries to solve two problems at once and fails spectacularly at both. It's for when you desperately need to be both mildly warm and a human flashlight, a situation that rarely, if ever, occurs. 76. Taking the original pet rock to new heights of absurdity, the USB pet rock does absolutely nothing when you plug it into your computer. It doesn't store data, it doesn't light up, it just sits there, drawing a minuscule amount of power, silently mocking the very concept of innovation and progress. 77. Imagine your favorite family photo, blown up to the size of a human torso, and printed on a cheap t-shirt with the pixel resolution of a 1990s security camera. It's a gift that transforms a cherished memory into a blurry, unwearable monument to bad graphic design. 78. For the person who is too impatient to let their soup cool naturally, there's the electric soup spoon with a tiny built-in fan. It's a battery-powered device meticulously engineered to replace the ancient, free, and highly effective technology of just blowing on it with your own mouth. 79. A single, used floor mat for the driver's side of a 1998 Honda Civic is a very specific gift. It's a present that is not just useless but also deeply confusing. It's less of a gift and more of a stray puzzle piece from someone else's life that you now have to deal with. 80. Giving someone a live lobster for Christmas is not a meal. It's a moral crisis with a ticking clock. You now have a new, angry roommate in your bathtub, and you have to make a very difficult, very splashy decision before your entire apartment starts to smell like a pier. 81. A jar of extra-strength, deep wrinkle repair night cream is a bold choice for your 23-year-old niece. It's a preemptive strike against the horrors of aging she hasn't even begun to worry about. It's a gift that whispers, "Your youth is fleeting and I'm here to remind you of it." 82. A beautifully framed, autographed photo is a great gift. The confusion starts when the autograph is from someone you've never heard of, like a regional sales manager from a mid-level paper company. It's a strange tribute to a complete stranger that you are now expected to display in your home. 83. A 5-gallon bucket of industrial-grade mayonnaise is not a condiment. It's a commitment. It's a creamy, white albatross that will occupy an entire shelf of your refrigerator, silently daring you to make 10,000 egg salad sandwiches before its distant expiration date. 84. Gifting. Microwave cooking for one, to your brother-in-law who fancies himself a gourmet chef, is a masterclass in passive aggression. It's the literary equivalent of patting him on the head and saying, "That's nice, dear, but let's stick to the absolute basics from now on, shall we?" 85. Those festive antlers you strap to your car are a fantastic way to spread holiday cheer. That is, until you hit 45 miles per hour on the highway and one of them rips off its plastic mount, becoming a projectile of seasonal joy aimed directly at the windshield of the car behind you. 86. Nothing highlights a complete disregard for someone's personal style quite like a high-end mahogany tie rack for a person who has exclusively worn hoodies and t-shirts for their entire adult life. It's not just a useless gift. It's a silent wooden monument to the fact that you have never once paid attention to their wardrobe. 87. There's a special kind of audacity in giving someone a half-eaten box of assorted chocolates. The empty wrappers and a single, unwanted coconut cluster are a clear message. I got you a gift, but then I got hungry, and my desires ultimately took priority over your Christmas present. It's a masterclass in selfish gift-giving. 88. A gift certificate to a store that permanently closed 6 months ago is a journey of disappointment. First, there's the initial excitement, followed by the confusion of a Google search, and finally, the quiet despair of realizing your gift is just a worthless piece of plastic. It's not a present. It's a pointless errand with a sad ending. 89. The Grow a Boyfriend novelty toy, a small plastic man you place in water, is a deeply depressing gift. It's a cheap, waterlogged metaphor for loneliness that says, "I see your single status, and instead of offering support, I'm giving you this bizarre, sponge-like creature to keep you company." 90. In an age of 4K streaming and infinite content, giving someone a DVD of a continuously looping fireplace is a special kind of obsolete. It's the technological equivalent of handing someone a rock and telling them it's a phone. It's the perfect gift for someone you believe is still impressed by the magic of 2002. 91. A copy of The Complete Beginner's Guide to Using the Internet, gifted to your 19-year-old nephew who basically lives online, is a level of out of touch that is almost artistic. It's a printed manual for a world he has already mastered, a gift as useful to him as a saddle would be to a fish. 92. That moment of unwrapping a 3-month subscription to a luxury dog toy box is beautiful. Right up until you remember you own a very cynical and unimpressed cat. This is a gift that doesn't just miss the mark. It gets the entire species wrong, a true testament to not listening during conversations. 93. A beautifully designed wall calendar is a thoughtful gift, except when it's for the year that just ended. This isn't a tool for planning the future. It's a glossy, full-color reminder of the past. It's a gift that was probably relevant once, but is now destined for the recycling bin. 94. A single, artisan, ethically sourced coffee pod is a wonderfully pretentious gift. Its brilliance is only truly revealed when the recipient realizes they don't own the specific, proprietary machine required to use it. It's a gift that requires a $200 purchase just to unlock its disappointing mediocrity. 95. A set of realistic, stick-on novelty eyebrows offers a unique opportunity to temporarily alter your appearance for no logical reason. It's a gift that asks the strange question, have you ever wondered what you'd look like with angrier, more dramatic eyebrows? The answer is almost always no. 96. For the coworker who enjoys a quiet, peaceful office environment, the screaming goat figurine is a perfect act of psychological warfare. With the simple press of a button, it shatters the silence with a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream, ensuring that productivity and sanity are both immediately compromised. 97. Taking bathroom reading to an uncomfortable new level, a roll of toilet paper with Sudoku puzzles printed on every square is a gift of questionable hygiene. It forces you to choose between your intellectual stimulation and your personal cleanliness, a decision no one should have to make. 98. A break-in case of emergency box, beautifully framed and mounted, containing a single stale potato chip. This is the definition of an anticlimax. It builds up a sense of urgency and importance, only to deliver the most pathetic, unsatisfying reward imaginable. It's a monument to disappointment. 99. The solar-powered headlamp is a marvel of paradoxical engineering. It's a light source that can only charge its battery in the one condition where it is completely unnecessary: bright, direct sunlight. It's the perfect tool for someone who only needs to see in the dark when the sun is out. 100. An exquisitely wrapped, large, empty box containing only a small, neatly folded note that reads, "The real gift is our friendship." This moves beyond being a dumb gift and becomes an act of pure, unadulterated emotional manipulation. It's the ultimate way to give absolutely nothing while pretending to give everything. Quattro 1. A single, plastic, glow-in-the-dark star for the ceiling. Not a pack, just one. It's a gift that promises the majesty of the cosmos but delivers only the loneliest, most pathetic constellation in the universe. It's a sad, faint green speck in an endless void, much like the Christmas spirit of whoever gave it. If you've ever unwrapped something so absurd it made you reconsider the relationship, I want to hear it. What's the worst gift you've ever received? Drop it in the comments. And if this video made you feel just a little better about your own Christmas disasters, hit like and subscribe, because we've got plenty more human stupidity to unwrap.